everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beer with the Boss, the podcast where a guy and his boss have a beer and talk about technology and whatever is trending out there. Before we start, please remember to subscribe to our channel, like this episode, share it with your friends, leave your comments. Your feedback is very important for us. It'll help us to continue bringing relevant content to our channel. And we have some news. We also have Beer with the Boss on YouTube podcasts now. So find us there and subscribe to our channel as well. Will be very much appreciated. I'm Rodrigo Matos and I work at Webera.
And I'm Joe Zamboni, CEO at Webera and co-host of the show. And we are here to share our thoughts from the front lines and have a beer with you. Cheers to another episode of Beer with the Boss. And what you're drinking, Rodrigo?
So today I'm drinking a beer from a brewery called Layback. It's a brewery here from Floripa. This one specifically is a Lime Kush APA. I don't know if I've ever drank this before, but yeah, pretty good. How about you, Joe? What you drinking?
I owe Guinness again. Here we go.
There we go. Cheers.
And today we have some people on our today, right, on our podcast.
Yeah, and in advance, I would like to apologize because we invited people that are not drinking apparently today, but we do have three very special guests from the development team of Green Mainframe. We're going to explain what Green Mainframe is in a second, but I want to welcome Felipe Salles, Lucas Araújo, and Rodrigo Toledo. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Rodrigo.
Hello, guys.
So you want to introduce yourselves, guys? Let's start. Philippe.
Hi, guys. My name is Felipe. I am a junior developer at Webera. I'm currently working with the Green Mainframe, and I don't drink. We are all developers and strangers.
How about you, Lucas?
I'm Lucas. I'm 23 years old. I arrived here in Webera recently. I'm a senior developer here. I drink, but today I don't have any beer at my home, so I won't be drinking beer. So I'm just in the water. Sorry, guys.
No worries. And Rodrigo Toledo.
Hello, guys. My name is Rodrigo, but everyone calls me Toledo. I think I'm the oldest developer in the team right now, so I have almost 40s. I'm at the 39s. I don't usually drink alcohol, but sometimes I'm open this exception. Today I will frozen my brain again. I will ask a delivery for today episode for the podcast. So I am asking a beer right now, so just I can enjoy with you guys.
And just a comment, Lucas said he has no beer in his house and he lives in Dublin, guys. So it's like basically beer land.
Contradictory.
No beer.
Yeah, you can drink probably from the faucet there. You can drink beer.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm enjoying some wine from Portugal or some other countries, but no beer. Sorry.
Not bad as well. So, Joel, today the idea is for us to talk a little bit about Green Mainframe. So you are the mind behind the foundation of Green Mainframe and the whole idea. So I want to ask you, can you explain to us what Green Mainframe is?
Yeah, sure. So when I started Webera, one of the things that we're trying to develop was a way that we, as a company, could have a place where we could test the technology that we are developing for our customers, like training our DevOps team. And I guess the closest environment that we could build to test this was a way to host a website, right? Let's host a website in Kubernetes. So we start hosting test websites, the Webera website and other websites for some of our customers. And then I was like, oh, that can become a product. So we start to hire developers and start to write some code to transform in a product. So now we have a way to show our new hires on the DevOps platform team, where they then can apply on our current and future customers on how to build a high available cloud native infrastructure in Google and Amazon, and also a platform where we can have some money come in That's where Green Mainframe. So that's where Green Mainframe came from. And the name of the product came from a random name generator who's called, I think, projectcodename.org or .com, something like that. And we start as a code name for the project and then become the name of the product. And then we figure out where was the most it's not that we are not trying to be green here, but like we have other initiatives like sib game, which is also a green project, and then looking for we found a place to host our infrastructure, our cloud native infrastructure, which use less carbon. That's where the so it's life. It's like good things happening together. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So it's everything connecting. It's different than you become the opposite, right? Like I think Steve Jobs that was saying that you can connect dots backwards. Yeah, you can, but like here you see the dots connecting. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
so that's what's Green Mainframe.
I want to ask the guys now, our development team, about the technology stack used to develop Green Mainframe. If one of you guys could tell us what is the specific tools and technologies we use, and why did we choose this for Green Mainframe?
Yeah, this was a challenge from the beginning because we tried to apply the trends in the market. So we try to use the high practices that the guys are starting using in the market in this project, and try to understand and learn how can we apply these technologies also in the future in all the contexts, because these technologies are also. So for the front end, we started choosing a handler framework. So we debated a lot, and we chose to React as a base of library to render things in the front end. And we were both on this choice, and also choose to option to use module federation from Webpack 5 was a new thing of the time. The module federation was a recent release in the Webpack 5, I believe, at the time that we started this project. So was a little bit tough to understand everything and put everything in this context, in this manner that will make sense in the future. But we get our heads in the documentations, in the forums, and coding a lot and experimenting a lot with frameworks. And finally, we reach a point that we are mature enough to understand the the system that we have and evolve to the next level. Use these concepts that are being used from many companies in the market. So these parts on the front end, and for the back end, so to absorb the absorb no, sorry, to minimize the pain of the process, we choose also to work with the same language, JavaScript and TypeScript. So we choose Node and Nest.js. That is a beautiful framework. The community loves this framework and has a lot of documentation. And it's a dream to work with this kind of framework that we have support for the developers and from the community. You guys can talk a lot together.
I have a question. Really, since the beginning, it was chosen the React, or did we choose? Because I know that at some point in time we used Next, right?
Yeah, but Next uses React. So our first decision was we're gonna do this in WordPress with PHP, server-side handler. You're gonna use Angular. You're gonna use React. What we're gonna use? So Next was our first choice of framework, because also with the new guy on the market and the toolkit, it's the best tool to front-end developers to work. And we start with Next, but we I remember in the first concept that we have in the Green Mainframe, we tried to use a WordPress as a backend just to poke the concept and the front end in the next. So we are already creating front end in the Next.js framework using React and consuming APIs from the WordPress. This doesn't work very well as we are expecting. So we level up to create our own APIs, like our own backend, our own system. And
Yeah, the main issue was we couldn't figure out a way to do WordPress across lower environments in production, like a easy way to do that. And also, since we're building a platform where we could test concepts like Green Blue or Canary deployments and things like that, or
microservices.
yeah, so micro front ends, microservices, all those things that we see being used in new platforms. We're not able to do this with WordPress. WordPress is a monolith,
Yeah,
so
it's a beautiful framework, but it's kind of
Not scalable. Yeah, for those who know, like Nest.js is a JavaScript framework. It looks like Django for those who develop in Python. It has many ready-made functionalities, so this helps a lot. I've already worked in a company that only like the system was in Node and TypeScript as well, but it didn't have like a framework like orchestrating everything. Actually that's my first time working with Nest.js, and I found out so more organized and easy to work with, because all the projects follow the same pattern, the same structure of files, and it also has many ready-made functionalities, as I told. So it's a really nice framework, and I recommend it.
yeah, like we're talking about, like there is the Nest,
yeah,
the
it's
React.
two different frameworks. Yeah, the next is from the front end, and the
And the Nest
Nest.js
is from the back
for
end.
the
Yes,
yeah.
I went back from the back end explanation.
Yeah, the Next we actually abandoned. We not using anymore Next, right?
Yeah, we removed the Next because we are using model federation. And at certain point, Next made a huge movement to ship the Next 13 using the builder they created in Rust. And initially, model federation with Webpack was not supported anymore. And to do this, we needed to use a plugin created by a also development named Zach, but we choose to not use this plugin because we're gonna be dependent of this technology, and we choose it to create our own way to do it. And we also wanted to publish everything as a static content in the CDNs and everything. And next, at the time, this build using model federation was a little bit complicated and was not working. So we remove Next, continue using React and everything, but we are building the React using Webpack right now. We are studying right now. The team is studying new technologies, like we have Vite, we have a lot of builders, new builders in the market. He has RSPack. Also, Next is changing some things. React has now server components, and we are just studying to check if we can take leverage of these new technologies. But yeah, the concept that we have right now, it's pretty dynamic. We can inject like totally different systems in our shell using the Webpack and the model that Zach created. So this is more like more mature. That's the one I want to say that this method is more mature than the other methods that we have in experimental right now.
And let me ask you guys, WordPress is the first CMS that Green Mainframe is offering, right? As the product was launched now. What's the reason behind offering WordPress first?
Most of our clients are using WordPress to host their websites currently, and also is a third of the internet. So it's like it's a lot, right? So like let's use it. Some people that says that's 40% of the internet right now. So it's a huge usage of. So it's like, how can we help more people? Let's use WordPress. Let's host WordPress.
But not stop there.
Not stop there. Yeah, exactly. We're bringing more stuff.
Yeah, we're
More
bringing on
stuff. It's
stuff. Just the beginning.
Talking about a little bit about the project itself now and the user experience, Lucas, can you tell us a little bit about the product itself and the advantages of being a Green Mainframe user?
Yeah, for sure. Like with Green Mainframe, you can host your website, so it's really easy to host on our product. Like with some with a few clicks, you can put your website online, and if you even don't have a domain, you can use ours. So and it's really easy. You even have to have a domain, but if you have a domain, you can point to our infrastructure and it will work like perfectly. And also the pricing, like we give to our clients like a really low price. That's one of our uh, most powerful strengths. Like the price is really low and the service is really good, like the for the pricing. So yeah, you can check it out in our website, greenmainframe.com.
Have a site less than a coffee.
Have a site easy going.
Yeah, cheaper than a coffee, right? Basically, the plans start at 99 cents, right? The seed plan is 99 cents. And then you have the Sprout plan. Yeah, 99 cents a month. And then you have the Sprout plan that is $9.99 a month. And the Blossom plan is $99.99 a month. And if you pay annually for the Blossom or the Sprout plan, we can even help you migrate your current website to Green Mainframe. So check it out there if you choose the annual plan, and you have a discount as well, like 20%.
Yeah, and I guess thinking about, right, it was like, can you imagine like hosting your website for 9.99? I remember that there was some point it was free, right? You go like when the internet started, but it wasn't free. You had your website with a bunch of ads. This we don't put ads there. It's like it's your thing, your domain. It's like for some extent we don't care about like what you host in there. It's like there's no Facebook to say or your post is invalid or you hide information. It's your website. You can do host whatever you want.
Sure, and also our website is green, so we are eco friendly. So
Yeah.
that's a great point for us.
Yeah, we do this by providing also like we host on Google, right? Is like the best data centers in the world. And they are green because Google has specific data centers. In this case, the one that we host in US Central one, they use renewable energy to support the data center. So it's not only like any Google data centers, like specific data centers across the world that have less carbon usage, so less carbon footprint. So it's a Google data center, like you host on the side of google.com. Plus, it's one of the greenest data centers in the world.
And you need to remember the people that we have plans that also support scalability, so multi-nodes, so we can have a lot of access directly into your site.
Nice. And also aiming on the future, like nowadays we only host websites, so if you want to host it, you can host it. But we have plans on the future that to also sell domains. So besides besides hosting the your website, you're gonna also buy your domain by our website. That's a feature that we are that is under development. So hopefully very soon this will be released for everyone. So be sure you're aware on our social media to check it out. This new feature.
Amazing, guys. Amazing. So come to Green Mainframe, everybody. Awesome, guys. Let's talk a little bit about the learnings you guys had while working on Green Mainframe's development. Felipe, what was the biggest learning you had working with Green Mainframe?
Well, when I first arrived in Webera, I had a very little knowledge about DevOps, infrastructure, and some technologies as well, like you mentioned before, React and Nest. And despite my initial lack of experience in these areas, people here like taught me and embraced me in the culture of the company, and I could grow. Like, I feel that if I look back, I am a different professional than when I've joined the company, because I've learned so many stacks and soft skills as well, and not only the hard skills. But I feel that if you have a good environment like we have here, we can grow people since the beginning. And now I'm able to do a lot more tasks than I used before. My experience has been very good here. I'm grateful to have you guys and the opportunity to work with you and learn with the more experienced people like Toledo and everyone here.
Toledo is a monster.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm just old, man. I'm just old.
So,
Lucas, how about you? I know you joined the team not that long ago, but you already participated in a very important delivery. So, what was your biggest learning so far?
So far, my biggest learning was learning how to develop in Nest.js. In other companies, I already worked with JavaScript, but not so directly. So some project was in JavaScript, and getting like a full JavaScript company and working like with a good framework, that was like my biggest learning by far, because working with Nest.js, it looks like a Django that I've already worked, but work with a nice framework using JavaScript was like amazing for me. And also soft skills like from Toledo that have like a big a sense of duty, like with the project and with the product. So this is like a soft skill that I admire and I try to bring for me. So that sense of duty that, like, for example, we have to deliver a feature but everything is broken, so we in theory we only have to deliver the feature, but all around we have like to fix something or to refactor something, and he just like appear in the middle of nowhere with with everything done, and I'm like, what, how do you do that? Like this sense of duty like is really impressive. So I try to bring this for me.
Toledo's the man. How about you, Toledo? What was your biggest learning? You are the one who's since the beginning.
No, guys, thank you. Thank you for the mentions. I think it was the challenge because we have a lot of ideas, and like I said, I'm old. I have some experience, but in different areas, different projects. So we needed to get all this information, this concept of the projects, and apply in real life, something that we never did it before. So get these ideas from DevOps, product managers, CEO, other developers, and try to make this work as a team. Also learn to work with people more closely, because I am kind of, like Lucas said, I like to get things done, like spend all the night, wake up, and I need to deliver this. I just do that, but this is not healthy, guys. Don't do that every time, just when needed. And sometimes I didn't communicate too much with all the team properly. So I'm improving this skill. So this is a skill that I didn't have before, like working more closely and working more together with the team, juniors, seniors, planner, I don't know, but everyone, marketing, and I think this is being awesome to me. Weber is being awesome.
That skill is also great for like taking less weight from your back in a way, because if you don't communicate, like if you take everything for you, like it's a big weight to carry, like a big cross. Like everyone has a cross to carry, but sometimes you can like
You don't need it.
split.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah,
team. You
sometimes you
just
can
need.
split this cross with the team. Yeah, exactly.
We have an excellent team, and I really appreciate you guys on the development side. We have a lot of people who couldn't be here, and I might forget somebody, but I'll mention Lucas Domingos as well, our front-end developer, Daniele, who is the UX designer, Gabriela from marketing. I might forget somebody, but all the DevOps team were better as well. Jorge, Otávio, Reinaldo, Franklin. I mean, everybody who works Green Mainframe as well and supports Green Mainframe as a product and as a web app client, let's say like that. And really appreciate you all. Sorry if I forgot somebody. Don't know if I forgot anybody. Fernanda, Scrum Master, and other people who participated in the product as well in the development in the past. Everybody like left their marks into this, and it's just the beginning now. All right. Do you have any beer left, Joe?
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your work. I appreciate all of you, including Rodrigo Matos. Also. So everyone as a part of the project. Here we go. We just launched it. Let's go.
Yeah, remember this name, Green Mainframe. You're gonna hear this name a lot in the future. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys, who are listening to us as well. Next week, we'll be back with another topic, new beers, hopefully guests who will drink. I'm kidding, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Anyway.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Joe. See you next week, man. Thank you again.
See you next week. Bye.
Thank you, guys.